I can without a doubt say that I made the correct life choice by coming to Kuala Lumpur to take some downtime, to catch up on editing, and just live my best life. I am on the 37th floor. There's a infinity rooftop pool right beside me. I'm staying in a lovely studio apartment fairly close to the center of the city for $30 US a night. Now I will say I don't know if you can always get that price because I booked this particular unit quite last minute, so it did show about a 30 or 40% discount. Usually I think this place would be about $50 US a night, but since I did book last minute and they wanted to get rid of it, I got it for 30. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys two different Airbnbs that I am going to be staying at. Both are fairly central to the downtown area. Both are considered to be luxury sort of high-rise buildings. All of them have all the bells and whistles of a rooftop pool, a gym, really nice amenities. So I just wanted to do this video to give you guys an idea of what is possible if you come here. I'll link the two places that I'm staying down below. Obviously not sponsored, just wanted to give you guys an idea of what is possible. So to begin the tour of the actual apartment that I am staying at, here it is. Very spacious studio. Definitely a theme going on. I think it's kind of like an Asian boudoir theme or something like that. It was written on the listing. It is kind of a cool touch to have all the lamps like that. That neon sign does light up, and if you are a content creator like myself, it's actually pretty cool because this is a good place to shoot. It's an interesting sort of background. The kitchen is also quite nice if you wanted to cook. Has everything you need. Microwave, kettle, stovetop, lots of dishes. The TV is also quite good, primarily because it has Netflix. I really like when Airbnbs give you Netflix. The bed is very nice, and I like the green velvet. I actually really like it. It matches the little makeup stand, which also nice little thing that you don't see that often. Has the green velvet chair. I do my makeup and hair right there, and you have this lovely view. Sure, you're not, downtown. You don't see the towers quite as well from here. And then over here we have a open concept sort of wardrobe, and then over here we have the washroom. There is a shower. All in all, very nice. So now I'm gonna take you guys to the bottom part of my building where they have the gym and also a few other fun amenities. My biggest gripe with this apartment in particular, though, is the elevators. I find that either, I don't know, they must be really slow, or there's just not enough elevators for the amount of people that live here. Because if it was like rush hour time when everybody was getting home, I've waited almost 10 minutes for an elevator. Like, it's actually a bit ridiculous. In actuality, there is like 3 different buildings, I think it is. It's like A, B, and C. The one that I am staying in is B. And so beside building B, there is a little mini mart right here, but I actually like the other grocery store that I'll show you guys in a minute. But they do have two, and this one has more of your like everyday staples. And then right beside here is the locker that when you first check in, your Airbnb host will tell you which locker it is, the code, and then your key and access card will be in there. Now on this other side is the gym. Is anybody in here right now? No? Let's see. So yeah, this is the gym, and I really like that it is super spacious, so you can kind of do your own workout. And then over here there is also treadmills. To separate the buildings, there is this beautiful walkway that has lush gardens all around. I wish we could do this in Canada, but alas, it is too cold. And if you guys can see, there is a garden on this higher floor as well, and over there is also a pool. Unfortunately, it is closed right now, but I guess once they're done renovating, you would also be able to go up on that floor and have a garden and pool area. Now moving on to the front of the building, this is usually where you get dropped off. You kind of check in with security over there. There is a limousine and taxi stand that they have here, so that if you couldn't get a grab, which unfortunately I have had some issues during peak times, they do have a taxi service here. It is just twice the price of Grab, so if you were really in a pinch, there is that option. And then over here is my favorite store in the building, which is Bila Bila. It is more expensive, but it kind of has, you know, more specialty products in it, and has, you know, wine, beer, all of that kind of stuff. So I usually come here if I need any kind of groceries. Moving on to this side of the complex, we have laundry that you can do yourself, and then in that part of the building they have a laundry service. So if you're okay paying a bit more for somebody else to do it, you can just go down there. I guess it's kind of like dry cleaning. And then one of my favorite features is that we do have a coffee shop with like muffins and croissants and stuff. So if you were doing your laundry or just wanted to grab a coffee, you can also just come down here and chill. So that is a very general overview of the apartment complex that I am staying in right now. And tomorrow I am going to be moving back into the same building that I was staying in when I first arrived, which is called the Robertson, but I'll be staying in a different unit. Well, hello from the Robertson apartments. We have such a beautiful day today. It is so nice to have this sunshine, but this is the 42nd rooftop floor, guys. You have an incredible view of the city. So for this apartment, I'll show you the unit in a minute, I'm paying about $45 US. It is a bit more expensive than the last place, but this one is a proper 1-bedroom. Now let me give you guys a tour of the actual unit itself. As you can see, I quite literally just moved in. I haven't unpacked, but it feels very airy. It feels very spacious. Even though I think it is the same size, more or less, as the unit that I stayed in before here at the Robertson, the last place had a whole bunch of like cabinets on this side, so it didn't have as much open area, so this one feels a bit more spacious. The kitchen over here overall has everything you need. I like that they do have a water purifier We have a fridge, we have a washing machine, which is nice. Going into the living room, this couch actually folds out, so if you wanted to have, you know, one person sleeping in another room, you do technically have a second bed. And then the view is quite nice. I think at night it will also be quite lovely with all the lights. It's not as nice as the first place I stayed. I'll actually link the first place too, why not? That place did have a better view because it was in the North Tower and it has a view of the Petronas Towers, which was so nice at night. So this one's obviously really good too. We are pretty high up on the 38th floor, but if you did want a view of the Petronas Towers, you more or less have to be in the north part of the building. Now coming into the bedroom, also very airy and spacious. The bed looks really comfy, really long sort of desk. We have a really big closet, and then this is the washroom with a shower, really big mirror, very nice. So this is the 6th level, guys. This is where the main pool is in the Robertson. Absolutely beautiful. As you can see here, there are some cabanas where you can just lay around. They have some changing rooms over here. There is a sort of lounge area up here. And this actually serves as a sort of divider between the two buildings, where on that side is the north building and where I'm staying this time around is the south building. Now another thing that is really cool but that I obviously won't utilize is a putting green. There is an actual mini golf course out here. Let me show it to you guys. All right, here we are. Take a look at this. I can't say I've ever been in an apartment complex that has a mini golf course. Very unique. Going up. So this is the ground floor of the building, and if anybody happens to stay here, this is like how you check in. Is, you know, your Airbnb host will tell you which locker, the code, and then your keys are inside. So basically you can check in at any time. So just outside of the gate on the right hand side, they have quite a few different stores, starting with Just Fruits, which obviously has a bunch of fruits. They have really good smoothies. It's mainly a grocery store, but they do have a restaurant part as well as pretty good coffee, so that's nice to have. Further on we have a 7-Eleven, basic convenience store. Then over here we have Kadai Mamak, which is like a more local restaurant. They actually have really good local food, and you can get a whole meal for only like $3 or $4. And last but not least, just at the corner here, there's actually a very good restaurant slash cafe called Jamaica Blue, which has very good breakfast. If you want a Western breakfast, this place is really close, and their coffee is fantastic. Like, get a cappuccino here, it is so good. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of two amazing properties here in Kuala Lumpur. Obviously in the next video I'm actually going to take you guys around the city and show you, some of my favorite places, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I'm sending you so much love. I hope you're having a fantastic day and keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye guys.